It's fight week. Rock and roll, baby. Oh yeah, everybody, it's UFC 316 this weekend. Welcome to the DynamiteGizmo podcast, everybody. Episode 253, UFC Countdown Edition, where we discuss everything and all things UFC 316 related. I will break down fights, give updates and news, fights to look out for, and at the end of the episode, as always, I will give my full fight predictions from bottom to top. Now let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Who's excited for UFC 316? Not me. It's not that exciting, okay? It's not that exciting. It's not like UFC 314, where we had all this shit ready to go. As it sits right now for news and updates, there's not really anything. It's kind of just a regular old day. But don't worry, because at the end of the month, big shit, big fights, big boys, big slappies. Can we shut the intro off? Thank you. Now, I don't even know if I can use that intro. It might be copywritten. I don't know. So we've got Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili coming up this weekend, and Kayla Harrison and Juliana Pena. All right? This was one of those matchups. The main event, I mean, is one of those matchups that some have speculated it was undeserved. We've been getting a lot of that lately. And before I move on, I just need to touch on the fact that I'm a little sunburnt. The sun touched my face this past weekend, and it burned me. It burned me! Dude, I got burnt. I burned my face and my arms and part of my chest, legs. I got burnt. But that's okay. We're allowed to get burnt every now and then. There's skin peeling all over my face, and I can see it and feel it. So when we look back at 315, just last month, Bilal versus JDM, there was some disappointment going into that card. Coming from my way, your way, and the highway. There was a lot of people who felt like, this isn't stacking up to what it should have been. This is not a good card. But look how it turned out. It was actually one of the best cards this year, at least for me. Oliver, don't want you to lick that, please. You're not supposed to lick furniture. It's not meant for licking. So for this card, without too much excitement going on, we're just going to go through the Merab and Sean breakdown. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about Patchy Mix and see what he's going to bring to the game, okay? Because normally I'd have a bunch of shit lined up and being like, this is going on, that's going on, this is gonna happen. What if this happens? But there's nothing really going on, dude. So we just kind of talk about the fights, which is okay. All right, that's okay. We're allowed. Don't get mad at me. So let's start with Merab. We're gonna start by breaking down Merab, then we're gonna break down Sean O'Malley, and then we're going to talk about Patchy Mix, and then we're going to end the episode off by doing my fight predictions. But before, what was that noise? Why did that happen? Everything looks good. We're all go? Okay. But before we get into the full fight breakdowns, I got to go over this, and I totally forgot to open it up, so I'm going to distract myself by trying to speak into the microphone as I'm opening up files on my computer to make it look like everything's running smooth and sailing crisply across the great Pacific Sea. Now, if my computer would just be a little bit faster and open up files quick as I click them, we'd be golden. Okay, here we go. I would like all you fuckers to take a look at the screen right now. Okay? Do you see what's in front of you? Now, I've shown these before, and I've talked about these before. So I apologize if you're hearing this right now and you're saying to yourself, shut up! Not you, Oliver. I'm talking to me. You can lay down. Go ahead. It's fine. This is a fight prediction sheet. This is a sheet that I create for every main number event and some fight nights. Okay? This is a sheet that you or your friends can print off and have yourself a fun old time. Invite people over, hand them a sheet, and say vote for who the fuck you want to win. Let me show you how this bitch works. Okay? If I just take a quick zoom in here. All right, I created this shit, and I've been creating them for a long time, my friend. You got the early prelims, and the main card. Let's take a zoom in on Bautista versus Patchy Mix, shall we? You've got the number in which the fight happens. You have the weight class, you have their names, you have the Vegas betting odds, you have their nicknames, you have their fight record, you have the country in which they originate from, their country flag, their rank, and a picture of the fighter. There's 2 check boxes on each fighter. You check vote for the one you vote for. You check off win for the one who wins. And if it's a draw, check that off. Bada boom, bada bing. It's simple and easy to use. And my golly, even if you don't fucking know shit about UFC, or even if you don't give a fuck, you could still utilize this card to at least some of your advantage to figure out who it is you want to vote for. Have fun with a UFC night. Invite over the whole family, children and all. Let the children see the violence. They need it in their lives. So if you want this sheet, it is available. Link is in my description right now, or in my bio, depending on where you're watching this. And there is a link. You click that. It takes you to a Google Drive folder. You download it. You print off however many as you want. And from now until the rest of time, I will continue to create these. And that is it. Let's move into Merab Dvalishvili, shall we? Merab Dvalishvili is the current UFC bantamweight champion with a record of 19-4-0. And the kind of pressure fighter that makes other fighters not want to fight him. It's the truth, dude. You think I'm lying, don't you? He hails from the country of Georgia, and he goes by the nickname of the Machine, which fits him very perfectly. He's nearly undefeated in the UFC, and 79% of his wins come by decision. But don't let that stat fool you into thinking he's boring, okay? This is not a Belal situation. If you're comparing him to someone like Belal Muhammad based on decision, stop right there, my friend. Because Merab is actually fun to watch. What makes Merab different? Well, it's his takedowns. Relentless, nonstop, soul-draining takedowns, dude. The guy's cardio is through the roof. He doesn't stop shooting. It's nonstop the whole time. Even if 80% of them fail, he doesn't give a shit. He's going to grind until your lungs give out. He doesn't give up. He goes and he goes and he goes. He's got unmatched cardio, my friend. Unmatched. A gas tank that never runs dry. Ever. And a motor that doesn't slow down for a full 5 rounds. He could go 10 rounds. It doesn't matter. Merab's going to go forever. No exhaustion out of this bad boy. Just this past January, at UFC 311, Merab defended his title against Umar Nurmagomedov. Do you remember this? You should, if you're a fan. One of the most dangerous prospects in the division, by the way, or at least so it would seem at the time. In that fight, Merab attempted 20 takedowns and landed 7 of them, bringing his career total to 92. A total of 92 takedowns throughout his entire career. And officially surpassing Georges St-Pierre's all-time UFC takedown record of 90. Merab smoked it. 2 more takedowns. Knocked it out of the park. Let that sink in, bro. Okay? Merab Dvalishvili broke GSP's record. Okay? Take a look at this image here. I have a little image for you. You want to see it? There he is. Merab and Umar, 92 takedowns landed. Georges St-Pierre and I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I didn't make the picture. I didn't take it either. So don't blame me. Merab's pace is ridiculous, my friend. I'm telling you. It's otherworldly. But his ability to control it is even crazier. It's crazier. According to ESPN, because they put out a post recently, according to ESPN, Merab's resting heart rate hits as low as 44 beats per minute, which is about 20 beats lower than the average person. Okay? That's some monk-level control right there, my friend. Can you get your heart rate down that low? I don't even think so. Even when you're sitting on the toilet, your heart rate's not even that low. As it probably wouldn't be anyway, because you're squeezing so hard to get that shit out of your ass. But here's a clip of him swimming in a pool. I don't know, people thought this was interesting. He can swim in a pool underwater? What? He can swim in a pool underwater? I guess it's because it's the whole length of the pool that makes it interesting, but let's take a look. Why don't we watch it together?
Okay, God bless America, let's go.
I'm going to mute this because there's music. I'm probably already written. But look at him go. Okay. Maybe this is impressive. Look at him swim. He's a big swimmy boy. Wow. He's really holding his breath. See, this is what I'm talking about. The guy knows. Okay, yeah, this is impressive. Look at this. Can you hold your breath that long and swim underwater for that long? I don't think so. Watch when he pops up. What's he going to say? Look, no problem. That was no problem for him. He doesn't give a shit, dude. That was nothing. He didn't care about that. It's a regular Tuesday afternoon for him, I bet. Huh? Now let's go over some shit about Merab, okay? His story doesn't just start in the UFC. The guy's been around the block. He used to be a construction worker laying concrete. He would slather himself in concrete and do those busking jobs on the side of a boardwalk. And he would do it right up until the point where the concrete hardened on his body. And he'd have to chisel away at the concrete if he waited too long and it prevented him from moving around. That's all a lie. But before he was in the UFC, he fought in organizations like Victory Combat Sports, CES, Golden MMA, CFFC, and most notably, Ring of Combat. You familiar with this, Gregory? You should be. That is where he won the vacant bantamweight title and defended it once before signing with the UFC. So he has it in the UFC, and he's had it in this other organization as well, otherwise known as Ring of Combat. When he first got into the UFC, things actually weren't perfect for him. He actually lost his first 2 fights back-to-back in the UFC. But rather than fade into obscurity, Merab made some adjustments, and he hasn't lost since 2018. That's a 12-fight win streak in the UFC, one of the best in the division's history. Bad start, but he fucking turned it around, and look where he's at now. Along the way, he's picked up 2 Fight of the Night bonuses, 1 Performance of the Night bonus, and he's had wins over some of the biggest names in bantamweight history. Jose Aldo, Peter Yan, Henry Cejudo, Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov. And 4 of those 5 names were former champions. It's not hype, guys. It's legacy. That's Merab Dvalishvili. And it's not just his fight style. Merab is entertaining in there. That's what sets him apart. You need a guy who's got a good fight style and is entertaining. Yeah, he wins by decision, but he can entertain. He talks. He mocks. He throws his hands in the air mid-round. In his first fight against Sean O'Malley, he kissed him in the final 10 seconds of the round, right on the back. Yeah, do you remember? That happened, dude. And if you don't remember, why don't we take a look-see over here and have a watch-ski-poo? You want to see him give a little kissy? A little kissy kiss? Let's watch. Ready? Kiss, 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 kiss. And the round's not over. So Sean gets up and starts teching him. But Merab was ready. Oh, I didn't show any of I didn't show any of it. That's pretty cool. Let's watch it again then. Okay, here we go. Kiss, 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 kiss. All right, and the round's not over. So Sean gets up and starts teching him. It's like deja vu. God, my forehead hurts. It's so fucking sunburned. Hallelujah. Okay, but he's also got himself some custom shorts. Merab's got custom shorts, baby. They're Georgian flag shorts. And he's wearing them again this weekend. Nothing new if you're a longtime fan, but it's worth showing off for those who missed it. So again, let's take a look at the screen over here. These are Merab's shorts. Huh? What do you think? You like these bad man pajamas? There's horses. They're pretty cool, right? I like them. There's like a tiger attacking a gentleman here and a guy on a horse over here. And on the ass it says, You'll have to ask Merab what that means, because I don't speak Georgian. So yeah, Merab's a machine, baby. The name's fitting. Merab's a machine. He's got the numbers. He's got the gas tank. He's got the momentum. And now he's got the belt. And whether you love him or you hate him, there's no denying it. The king of takedowns has arrived. Merab is here to cut your throat. He's going to slice your baloney. Now we're going to move on to Sean O'Malley, the former bantamweight champ, the one who lost his title to Merab Dvalishvili at UFC Noche, held at the Sphere last year in Las Vegas. That was the first and only time the UFC has been held at the Sphere. And according to Dana White, it's never going to happen at the Sphere again. Why is that, Dana? Why don't you want to do it at the Sphere ever again? You said it was great. It looked great. You guys won an Emmy. Why not do it again? Is it because it was so much work? I guess it would be. Because it's like, if you're going to do it at the Sphere again, you'd have to create all that visual shit all over again. They could do it at the Sphere like maybe once every 5 years or something. Why not? So back last year when they did fight at the Sphere, roughly 10 weeks out from the fight, ooh, my nose. It's crispy. It's peeling. Roughly 10 weeks out from the fight, O'Malley suffered a torn labrum in his left hip during training camp. Can you believe it? What a guy, dude. But despite the injury, he made the decision to move forward with the fight anyway. He asked his doctor. His doctor said, you can fight. It's just going to hurt and make the injury worse. You're going to get surgery regardless. So as long as you can fight through the pain, you can do it. But that was a choice that Sean O'Malley later admitted was a mistake. In hindsight, he said he shouldn't have taken the fight. Shouldn't have done it under those conditions. And who knows how differently things could have played out if he chose not to fight. I still think Merab would have won. But who knows? This is the chance to really see now. But before Sean O'Malley lost his belt to Merab Dvalishvili, O'Malley only had one loss on his UFC record. He only had one. And it was a TKO loss to Marlon Chito Vera, which he later avenged with a dominant win in his first title defense. Okay? And I've got a clip here of that when that happened. There was a nasty knee to the face that you need to listen to, because you can hear it and you can see it and you can smell it. Oh! Do you hear that? Let's listen again. Oh, you hear Rogan. You hear Rogan in the back. Big knee. Big knee. Oh, it's a big knee. La la. Oh, what a beautiful fucking knee to the face, dude. Imagine how good that would feel. Wake you up in the morning. But that loss to Merab, though, that one loss that Sean O'Malley had to Merab, though, it was a wake-up call. I'm telling you right now, it was a wake-up call. He said to himself, this time around, things are different, dude. He's not even going to color his hair anymore. He's staying the old-school, regular Sean O'Malley self. He's really changed. And when you see guys have this much change, sometimes it's a sign, it's a reflection. It shows you like, okay, maybe this guy will actually win this time. It definitely brings hype to the moment, doesn't it? Because in the build-up to this comeback, O'Malley said in many interviews and on his own podcast, he's made some massive lifestyle changes. No weed, no video games, no social media, no wanking. He's gone monk mode. Okay, Merab has got the breathing and the cardio down like a monk. But Sean O'Malley is just not doing anything like a monk. I mean, he's not doing anything which makes him a monk. He's focused. He's disciplined. He wants his legacy back. Okay? Listen to him here if you don't believe me. Because he listen to him. He'll say it himself.
I quit smoking weed, too. I haven't gamed either. I quit gaming. Yeah, I also haven't yee-hooed once this year.
Jade the Peen?
Haven't Jade the Peen once this year.
Not once.
Not once this whole year. Last camp, we had some shit going on. My body hasn't felt this good since 2022.
Since 2022, he says. Since 2022. And he said it just like that. I wonder why. I know why. No, I don't. I'm so hungry. I'm so fucking hungry right now. Doesn't matter. But in all honesty, when you look at his career, up to this point, let's say, it's insane he was able to succeed while doing all that other stuff. You think about it. He's playing video games, he's smoking weed, he's jacking off every day, all day, and he's still pretty dominant in the UFC. And outside of the UFC, he was already making some big noise. He's had 2 amateur belts, defended both of them once. He won Episode 2, Season 1 of the Dana White Contender Series, then jumped straight into the UFC with a debut win and a Fight of the Night bonus while he was jacking his peen. Jay in his peen. And overall, he's had 2 more on top of that one Fight of the Night bonus. He's had 6 Performance of the Night bonuses. He's had wins over Peter Yan, Aljamain Sterling, and Chito Vera. 61% of his wins are by knockout, which is what makes him exciting. And at one point, he was on an 11-fight win streak from 2015 to 2019. And that wasn't just UFC. That was some other stuff outside of UFC, but that's okay. A fight streak's a fight streak, am I right? But currently, in just the UFC, he's 10-2. People love to discredit Sean O'Malley. Call him a UFC mascot, a hype machine, just another flashy haircut. All right, and I'll admit, I used to be one of those people. Absolutely. And maybe I still am to a certain degree. But when you actually look at the numbers, the performances, the finishes, it's clear Sean O'Malley is not just a fluke, dude. All right? And now with all the distractions cut out and the question heading into this fight is, what does a fully focused, healthy Sean O'Malley look like? Huh? Are we going to see something crazy this weekend? Are we going to see a guy go in there and prove everyone wrong? Because we're all voting for Merab. I'm voting for Merab. You're voting for Merab. Even Sean's coach is voting for Merab. But maybe he'll show us something different. Because if the guy we saw fighting with a torn labrum could hang with Merab for 5 rounds, then this version of O'Malley, we might see something scary, dude. It might fucking blow our brains off. I got another clip to show you. Check this shit out. This is when Seaneth O'Malley knocked out, who was this? Thomas Almeida. Okay? Do you remember this fight? You may not have even seen this. This is a weird knockout. It was weird because the ref didn't stop it in time.
It needs to close the distance. Oh! I cannot believe he's still standing.
Punk should have been stopped here. But it continues. Clunk.
He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation.
Clunk. Now she stopped. Clunk. You can hear that thud. You can hear that thud. The thud right into the ground. Ka-chunk. Katuga. Sean can block it. If he can get a hold of Merab and pop him in the face like that, it's over. But is he going to get Merab? That's the thing. That's his only chance. He's not going to wrestle Merab, or maybe he is. He's made all these changes. Maybe he can wrestle Merab. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. We got to wait and see. That's what it always is that with the UFC. You got to wait and see. Now, we looked at Merab's shorts. His filthy, dirty, disgusting shorts. Now, although Sean O'Malley does have custom pink shorts, they're not custom designed like the other champs. Okay, the other champs get a custom design, a custom graphic, a custom layout, whatever the hell they want, they put it on the shorts. Sean O'Malley's shorts, they're the basic Venom design that everyone else has. The only difference is that they're pink. Have a look-ski. You want to see? See, they're no different than any other shorts. Everybody's shorts look exactly like this. The only difference is his are pink. They're no different. They're no different. They're no different. But who is he even gonna wear them though? That's the thing. Is he even gonna wear them? Because he said he's not coloring his hair this time. He's going plain Jane regular brown. Or whatever the fuck his hair color is. So maybe he won't wear the pink shorts. Maybe he does have custom shorts and I haven't seen them yet. Maybe that hasn't been released yet. Oh, actually, there's one other thing. Before we end this segment of Sean O'Malley, turns out Sean's father's birthday is on Saturday as well. And in order to celebrate, he has surprised his dad by offering him to be in the corner of his fight. What a wholesome thing. What a wholesome boy. Check out this video. You want to feel a little wholesome? He did one of these at the end. That's my thing. Just kidding. It's nobody's thing. It's anybody's thing. How wholesome is that? Not really. We're moving on to the final segment. That is... Oh, my shit froze. I thought we were going to crash. Final segment. Patchy Mix is coming into the mix. His name is Patchy Mix. His name is Patrick Mix, but he calls himself Patchy Mix. Not Patty, Patrick. We already have a Patty. Now we have a Patchy. Now, why am I talking about Patchy Mix? I'm not even talking about the co-main event. And sure, there's things I could have talked about in the co-main event, but I'm not going to. I'm going to talk about Patchy Mix because I like this motherfucker. Patchy Mix is here. He's here to stay. Fresh from Bellator. And not just some random call-up. He's coming in as a killer, as a champion, dude. All right? And one of the most dangerous bantamweights outside of the UFC. Okay? Outside of the UFC, Bellator specifically. Originally, this fight was supposed to be Mario Bautista versus Marlon Cheeto Vera, which I was very excited for because it's been a little while since we've seen Cheeto, and I think he was supposed to fight a while ago, and that fight also got canceled. But Cheeto pulled out again. So the UFC made themselves a bold move. They brought in the Patchinator. They brought in Patchy. And just like Patricio Pitbull, Patchy was one of the several elite fighters left in limbo after Bellator got bought out by PFL. No fights booked, no updates, no momentum, no nothing. Just left in the dark, dude. All these Bellator fighters were left in the dark, not knowing where to go. But here comes Dana White, the savior. Oh, thank you, our Lord and Savior, Dana White. Now we're starting to see that shift. And Patchy might be the most exciting one yet. At least I hope so. Patchy comes in with a 20-1 record and is best known for his submission game, with over 65% of his wins come by tap. Rear naked chokes, guillotines. You name it, dude. I don't know any other submissions. It's on the mat. If it's on the mat, you're probably done. Okay? His Bellator run was legendary. He's got a 9-1 record in Bellator. He won the Bellator Bantamweight World Grand Prix. He KO'd Rufian Stotts in the final with a picture-perfect flying knee. One of the cleanest knockouts of 2023, which I have it here, and I would like you to see it because I'm sure that you have not seen this knockout. Because who pays attention to Bellator? Certainly not me, but I found this while researching this podcast.
Oh, he's out.
He's out. A monster shot.
Has stunned.
How fucking wonderful, huh? That's our second knee of the night. Sean O'Malley, now Patchy Mix is in the mix. But here's something crazy. That flying knee not only earned him the interim title, but it also earned him $1 million. Remember when PFL was doing that whole thing? So like, not only are you going to get a belt, but you're going to get $1 million. Imagine if UFC did that. Imagine if the UFC did that. They would never. They would never. But anyway, later that year, Patchy unified the title by submitting Sergio Pettis at Bellator 301, choking him out in round 2 and becoming the undisputed champ. Who would have thought there was 301 Bellators? That's like damn near as many as there were UFCs. So Bellator must have happened immediately after UFC was established. That's crazy. But anyway, in May of 2024, Patchy had his first official title defense. It was a gritty rematch against a fella by the name of Magomed Magomedov. Yes, that's his name, Magomed Magomedov, which is not surprising. But he won by split decision. And after a canceled bout with Leonardo Higo and some behind-the-scenes complications with PFL, Patchy was released. And there was nothing ever since. And now he's UFC bound. And he's no stranger to gold either, even before Bellator. He is the former King of the Cage bantamweight champion with 2 title defenses. He has had 4 amateur titles in different organizations. And as an amateur, he's 11-0. Patchy Mix has been handling business from the start, Bartleby. And just days before his debut, he had this to say about his opponent, Mario Bautista. Where's it at here? Here it is. Let's do a little zoom in on this image, shall we? I'm a 3-time world champion. This guy's a journeyman fighter. I'll submit him, and whoever's teaching him jiu-jitsu, I'll submit the whole crew. He's coming for blood, dude. He's coming for blood. And he's also married to, or I don't know if he's married to, but he's in a relationship with Tatiana Suarez, the hottest woman in UFC. Do you agree? Do you agree? Or am I just joking? You'll never know. You'll never know. So yes, Patchy is mostly known for his grappling. But don't forget, he's got power too. Just like that fucking KO that we saw, that fucking knee to the face. That knee to the face. So we got to keep that in mind, baby, when we're watching Patchy Mix this weekend. Because so far, former Bellator stars haven't done great in the UFC spotlight. I've been wanting them to, and you've been wanting them to, and everyone else has been wanting them to. Kyoji Horiguchi, or however the fuck you say it, he didn't deliver. Patricio Pitbull, beginning of this year, he fell short. That didn't work out. Roberto de Souza. That ended quickly as well. So, and then of course there's Michael Chandler, but we're not even gonna go there. All right. But Patchy Mix, dude, this might be different. What if Patchy beats Mario? Quick shot to the title. What if he gets the title shot next? He won't. Because I think Mario Bautista is ranked 10 maybe, but he'll be close. Get a lot of guys coming in right away and immediately being ranked. Pretty nice. But you think about Patchy's in his prime. He's angry. He's sharp. He's here to make a statement, dude. He's ready to go, and he's actually in his prime. Can we break the Bellator curse? Or will Mario Bautista derail the hype train before it even leaves the station? Either way, we can't blink, dude. Cannot blink. Come on, Patchy. Come on, show us what you're made. I think you can do it. All right. Who has Mario Bautista beaten? The only guy he's got on his resume is fucking Jose Aldo, and Jose Aldo was ready to retire. So, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna move on to We're gonna move on to my fight predictions. Let me just get some shit organized here. It's fight prediction time. It's time to predict some fights. It's time to predict fights. I like predicting fights. Yes, I do. I'm a fight predicting Jew. Don't tell, what's his name? Kanye West. I gotta make some circles. So why don't you watch me make some circles? Yeah, I gotta make some circles. Why don't you watch me make some circles? I gotta make some circles to vote. I always forget to do this. Whoops. I gotta make some circles. Yeah, I gotta make some circles. I'm gonna stroke it. There we go. And then we're gonna go copy. 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go paste. And then we're gonna go 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go paste. And then we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first fight of the night, which is Sal Killed. I never know how to say this fucker's name. Versus Ash Moves. Okay? Now, Quaylen Sal Killed is 8-1 in the UFC. He's only 1-0. He's 8-1 overall. He's 1-0 in the UFC, so he's still pretty fresh. But he did good in the Contender Series, and he did good on his first UFC fight. He's on an 8-fight win streak. He won the EMMA Lightweight Championship. He defended it 2 times, then won his Dana White Contender Series fight, and then received a Performance of the Night bonus in his debut in the UFC. He has lost his first pro fight ever, but then he has never lost since. Now his opponent, Yanal Ashmouz, is also 8-1 overall. He's 2-1 in the UFC. He's currently on a 1-fight win streak. Before his only fight in the UFC, he was on a 7-fight win streak. So for this first matchup, I am going to go for Sal Killed. Next fight, we have Jeka Saragi versus Ju Sang Yu. All right. Saragi is 14-4-0. He is 2-1-0 in the UFC. He's currently on a 1-fight losing streak. He has received 1 Performance of the Night bonus in the UFC. He has won the OPMMA Lightweight Championship and defended it 4 times. His opponent, Sang Yu, is 8-0, completely undefeated. This is his debut into the UFC, and he has won the Heat Vacant Featherweight Championship. And because I've been seeing guys breaking their O's non-stop this year, other than maybe 1 or 2 other guys, and that was recently, I am going to go for Sang Yu because I want to see him not break his O. But this guy does stand a good chance. You would not be you might be correct in choosing this motherfucker here. And I don't know how to pronounce his nickname. It's in a different language, so I'm not going to bother. Next up, we have two familiar faces. Ariane Lipski, who is so fucking gorgeous, by the way. She is so beautiful. Even in her fighter picture, she looks amazing. But go look her up online. You will want to J the peen to her. Versus Kong Wang. I almost got it mixed up. I always get the fucking Chinese names mixed up. I never know if it's Wang Kong or Kong Wang. No, it's Wang Kong. I don't know, dude. Anyway, Ariane Lipski da Silva is 17-10-0 overall. She's 6-7-0 in the UFC. She's ranked number 13 in women's flyweight. She's currently on a 2-fight losing streak. She's won 3 performance of the night bonuses. She's had 1 fight of the night bonus. She has won the KSW vacant flyweight championship, and she has defended it 2 times. On the other hand, Kong Wang, or Wang Kong, is 7-1-0. And then 2-1-0 in the UFC. She's on a 1-fight win streak. She has a win over Bruna Brazil, which was very recently, and Bruna Brazil is one of the fighting nerds. Before her 1 loss in the UFC, she was undefeated. She won the KLF Tournament Championship, won the KLF Bantamweight Championship, and that's it. Now, even though Da Silva is hot as fuck and I want her to win more than anything, and I think she really is the queen, I'm going to go for Kong. I hate to say it, but I'm going for Kong. Oh my god, how many of these did I... Why do I have so many of them? Look at all these. Oh my god, there's so many. I did it wrong. Oh, how many of these did I make? Why did I do that? Whatever. Anyway, we're moving on to Marquel Medeiros versus Mark Choinsky. Choinsky. I think that's how you say it. Choininski? Oh, I got it spelled differently on 2 different sheets here. I think it's Choininski. Oops. Choninsky. Medeiros is 10-1-0. He's 2-1-0 in the US, or sorry, 2-0-0 in the UFC. He's on an 8-fight win streak, and he has won the CCC Lightweight Championship. Choninsky, otherwise known as the Shark, is 8-0. This is his UFC debut. He's on a 10-fight win streak. He's currently undefeated, amateur or pro. I was supposed to say and pro. He won the APFC Vacant Lightweight Championship, and he has defended it once, and because of that, I'm going to vote for the Shark. Shark time. Next up, we are into the prelims. Chaos Williams, which, by the way, great fucking name. It's Chaos with a K. And Andreas Gustafsson. Now, Gustafsson was supposed to fight on last weekend's card, but his opponent backed out, so they put him on this card. And maybe that's a good thing for him, because last weekend's card was so unbelievably trash. It was literally the worst card that has ever existed in the history of UFC. So bad on so many levels, but we're not even going to get into that. Chaos Williams, he's 15-4-0 overall, 6-3-0 in the UFC. He's on a 1-fight losing streak. He's had 4 Performance of the Night bonuses. He has had the TWC Catchweight Championship, which, by the way, how is it a catchweight championship? But doesn't matter. He's also had multiple amateur championships. He's had the Michigan Regional Welterweight Championship 3 times. WXC Welterweight Championship, the MFL Welterweight Championship, the PCFL Welterweight Championship, and the WXC Welterweight Championship. Those were all amateurs. And then Gustafsson is 11-2-0. This is his UFC debut. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He was supposed to fight 3 times this year, but they've all been canceled. So I feel bad for him. There's that sound again. Oh. What's not recognized? Okay, we still good? We're still golden? We're still recording? I think so. So I feel bad for Gustafsson because he was supposed to fight 3 times this year and they've been cancel. He just wants to debut in the UFC. But I think it's finally going to happen. And although Chaos does seem like a good choice, and he is the favorite, I'm going to give it to our man Gustafsson. Oh, that's why. That's why I have so many of these. I got to bring some of these bad boys up here. Give me some of these. Thank you. Next up, we have Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Now, you're familiar with these motherfuckers. These guys have been around the block. These guys are both ranked. Spivak. Oh, I didn't even make a choice for this one. I didn't make a predetermined choice for this one. I'm going to have to pick someone. Right on the fly. That's okay. Makes it a little more interesting. Spivak is 17-5-0 overall. He's 8-5-0 in the UFC. He's currently ranked number 7 in the heavyweight division. He's on a 1-fight losing streak to Jailton Almeida. He has had 2 performance of the night bonuses. He has wins over Marcin Tybura and Derek Lewis. He has won the WWFC Heavyweight Championship, and he has defended it 2 times. Now, his opponent, Waldo Cortez Acosta, is 13-1-0, 6-1-0 in the UFC. He's ranked number 11. He's currently on a 4-fight win streak, and he has wins over Andrei Arlovsky. Now, who exactly am I going to go for? Spivak or Waldo? I think I'm going to go for the Spivak. Because his name is the Polar Bear. No, that's not why. I just think he's going to take it. You can't tell me what to do. Next up, we have Azamat Mirzakhanov versus Brenson Ribeiro. Now, we've seen Ribeiro before. When you see this guy, when you see Ribeiro in the octagon, you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, this guy's body is chiseled. He is so clean. He is so nice. Oh no, this is the guy I'm thinking of. I thought I got my guys mixed up. But I don't. So Mirzakhanov is 14-0-0. And in the UFC, he's 4-0. He is completely undefeated. He is ranked number 12 in the light heavyweight division. He has had 2 performance of the night bonuses, and he's also had the BCF Open Weight Championship. Now, Ribeiro, or otherwise known as the Gorilla, is 17-7-0. In the UFC, he's 2-2-0. He's on a 2-fight win streak. Maybe this is not the guy I'm thinking of. And he's had the Shuto Brazil Light Heavyweight Championship. Maybe this isn't the guy I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of a different guy. Because I think the guy I'm thinking of got knocked out last time. But regardless, I'm not going for the gorilla. I'm going for the professional. Bada boom, bada bing. Next up, we have more familiar faces. Bruno Silva versus Joshua Van. I think there's multiple Bruno Silvas in the UFC, but this is one of them. This is a small one. Bruno is 14-6-2 overall. He's 4-3-0 in the UFC. He is ranked number 12 in the flyweight division. He is on a one-fight losing streak. He has had 4 Performance of the Night bonuses, and he's had the WFF Flyweight Championship. Now, Joshua Van, on the other hand, is 13-2-0, 6-1-0 in the UFC. He's ranked number 14. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He has had the WFF Flyweight Championship, and he's had the FFC Flyweight Championship. So who do you think I'm going to vote for? Am I going to go for Silva, or am I going to go for Van? I'm going for Van. Stop me. Stop me if you can. Next up, more familiar faces. We've seen these guys before, especially this black gentleman. He is the most active UFC fighter in the history of UFC. He just doesn't stop fighting. But we've got Vincent Luque versus Kevin Holland. Now, Vincent Luque is 23-10-1. And in the UFC, he's 16-6-0. He's currently on a one-fight win streak. He is ranked number 14 in welterweight. He's had 5 Performance of the Night bonuses and also 5 Fight of the Night bonuses. He has wins over Rafael Dos Anjos, Tyron Woodley, Randy Brown, Mike Perry, Bilal Muhammad, and he was supposed to fight Nick Diaz twice last year, but Nick pulled out both times. And he was supposed to fight Sean Brady and Ian Machado Gary, but again, opponents pulled out. So that would have been nice for him. But that didn't happen. And then Kevin Holland, on the other hand, he is 27-13-0. In the UFC, he's 14-10-0. He's on a one-fight win streak against Gunnar Nelson. Remember that one? We just saw that recently. He has had 8 Performance of the Night bonuses, 1 Fight of the Night bonus, and in the past 2 years, he is 6-6-0. He has won 6 fights, and he's lost 6 fights. He has a win over Joaquin Buckley. He has had the XKO Middleweight Championship. He is... Why do I have that written here twice? He has defended it once. He has also had the BOH Welterweight Championship, the PCG Vacant Welterweight Championship. Now, as much as I would like Kevin Holland to take this win, and he very well may... Again, oh, shit. That's why I have so many of those balls. Wick, 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 balls. You better shabba better if you can, but you ain't ever enough. You had enough. You shabba zabba jada vidu vada bedu vedu jut my balls. Wick, 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 balls. God damn it. Give me some balls. Okay. As much as I'd like Kevin Holland to win, which he very well could, I'm going to go for Vincent Luque. Oh, I just realized this is not correct. This should not say favorite. This is supposed to say underdog. He's the underfrog. There we go. I voted for an underdog. And the next up, we have Mario Bautista versus Patchy Mix. There's not a whole lot I have to say about these two that I haven't already. Bautista is 15-2-0. He's 9-2-0 in the UFC. He's ranked number 10 in bantamweight. He's on a 7-fight win streak. He has a win over Jose Aldo. He's had 2 Performance of the Night bonuses, 1 Fight of the Night bonus, and he was supposed to fight Chito Vera originally on this card. But now he's got someone who might even be considered even worse. Because Patchy is 21-0, and in Bellator he's 9-1-0. This is his debut in the UFC, obviously. He's on an 8-fight win streak. He's had the Bellator Bantamweight Championship, defended it once. He's also had the KOTC Bantamweight Championship, defended it twice. Up-and-Comers MMA Tournament Championship, TNT Vacant Featherweight Championship, GF Vacant Bantamweight Championship, and he's defended it twice. Or no, he's had it twice. So I'm going to go for Patchy Mix. I'm going to patch it up. All right, next up, Kevin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. Kevin Gastelum. Guess what? He's 19-9-0. And in the UFC, he's 13-9-0. He's on a 1-fight win streak, 5 fight of the night bonuses, 2 performance of the night bonuses. He's been in the UFC since 2013, which is the year I graduated high school. And I am now 30 years old. He debuted into his debut into the UFC was against Uriah Hall, and he has wins over Michael Bisping and Tim Kennedy. So that shows you how long this motherfucker's been in the game. Then we got Joe Pyfer, who's 13-3-0. He's 4-1-0 in the UFC. He's on a 2-fight win streak. He's had 3 performance of the night bonuses, an AOWCF middleweight championship, and an ROC middleweight championship. Now, I don't know why I voted for Kevin Gastelum in my notes, but I think I'm going to go for Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer, he's a body bag. That's what he goes by. And then we got the co-main event, Juliana Pena versus Kayla Harrison. Roidmonger versus Sexy. Juliana Pena is 11-5-0. She's 8-3-0 in the UFC. She is the champion of the women's bantamweight division. She is on a 1-fight win streak over Raquel Pennington for das Belt. She won the belt against Amanda Nunes in 2021, then lost it to a rematch in 2022. She has 2 Performance of the Night bonuses, EF Bantamweight Amateur Championship, and she won the Ultimate Fighter Tournament Championship. Now, Kayla Harrison, she is 18-1-0. In the UFC, she's 2-0-0. In PFL, she's 15-1-0. Right now, she's on a 3-fight win streak. She has a win over Holly Holm on her UFC debut. She has won the PFL 2021 number 10 tournament championship, the PFL 2019 number 10 tournament championship. She has won the 2010 World Judo Championship, the 2012 Olympic Games, and the 2016 Olympic Games, both in judo. And if you look at her, she looks like a man dressed as a woman. And I'm not talking transsexual, I'm talking just a man dressed as a woman, which I guess would be a transsexual. And that's not why I'm voting for her. I just think she's good. And you know what? In the right light, she's kind of hot. Now, Juliana Pena is a given. She is hot. Kayla Harrison is not a given. You got to give her the right light, and she's nice to look at. Now, the main event, Merab versus Sean. Now, we already went over all the shit that these guys have done, okay? So who am I voting for? Am I going for Sean or am I going for Merab? I don't know, dude. Yes, I do. I'm going for Merab. Are you crazy? Of course I'm going for Merab. Who else would I go for? I wouldn't go for Sean. Now, mind you, if Sean does win, I won't be too disappointed. Oh, my God. This shirt makes me look fat when I lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Uh-oh. Now lean back. I'm going to go for Merab. If Sean takes it, I don't care, dude. I'll be happy either way. But we're going to wrap it up here. That's everything I need to talk about. I wish there was more exciting news for this card, but there really isn't. So that's what you get. And I'm going to go pick the dead skin flakes off my face And like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Bye.